Greetings. Oh wow, that did not work at all. Greetings. I'm online and I'm on the air, bringing you guys another art tutorial because I strongly believe that education should be free. In this tutorial, I wanted to discuss some drawing exercises that you can do, that you can perform, and some of the reasons for these exercises. Shoot, man, I can't draw straight lines. Oh, oops. I don't mind me because I make a fool of myself. Yeah. So, this one's probably going to be a bit short. It's been a while since I've done something like this. Basically, been preoccupied with life, surviving, stuff like that. I haven't posted one of these tutorials in like a dog's age. Or you got a little rusty or something. It's one of the things about art, like, it's one of those things, in order to be proficient with it, you have to keep it up. It's annoying. A friend of mine said something to me. What was it? Something like being disciplined and organized and getting things done means saying no to a lot of other stuff, or something like that. Sort of makes sense. So here I am saying no to something. Now you guys are probably wondering what I'm doing right now. This is like one of the drawing exercises I wanted to discuss. The challenge is you gotta have to draw straight lines. Now watch how I do it. I kind of like start from one end. I try to make one quick stroke towards my destination. I start from the other end. One quick stroke to the other destination. The purpose of these exercises, well, it's supposed to like help to loosen you up, because it's important to be relaxed and loose while you're drawing. If you're like too anxious and stiff, rigid, then that's going to like show up in your drawing, in your work, and your drawings are going to come out like really awkward and stiff too. So it's important to like, well, I'm going to end up repeating myself 1 billion times. So be loose and quick. Those things are important. So yeah, straight lines helps to loosen you up. These exercises, well, the straight lines exercises, and like as well as other exercises, they're supposed to improve hand-eye coordination as well. And well, drawing lines is like important in drawing generally because it's pretty significant, like in art when you're drawing, because it's like a lot of stuff you draw, you need to have lines, and if you want to, well, that last one came out. Draw anything, you gotta have like nice line quality. Line quality is like one of the aspects that can make or break a picture. Like if you like draw some artwork and you've got terrible line quality, that's gonna like degrade the work. Yeah, so like do like 1 million of these, 10 of them or 100 of them, whatever number of them. Go across, go diagonal. Try and make it like nice and straight, straighter than me. Make it better than me. It's useful for perspective drawings. You don't want to end up drawing lines on a slant when you actually want it to be like nice and clean and straight, right? Because if your lines are crooked or they're on a slant and they're supposed to be like nice and clean and straight, your drawing is going to end up looking like some kind of a funhouse mirror or something, which isn't good, particularly if you're doing perspectives. Drawing perfectly straight lines is actually a lot more difficult than it looks. Like you can use a program to do it. There's software and applications that you can use to draw straight lines that's sort of achieved. It can be good and bad. But like doing nice, clean, straight lines by yourself can be a bit more difficult. It's one of those basic things that no one really thinks about. It's funny. That's the funny thing about art. Lots of things seem to be basic, but in practice, it's not so easy to execute. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention before you start drawing anything. Before you start doing any drawing warm-up exercises, what you should do also, if you you should do some stretching, some yoga or something. Stretch your wrists, your hands, arms, whatever parts of your body that you use to draw with. That should also help loosen you up for a drawing session of intense drawing. So we've got a nice, not so beautiful grid of lines. Some of my lines are okay. A lot of my lines are not so good. Considering that I haven't done an exercise like this in Dog's Age, I don't think this is too bad. I know that they're not perfect, but at the same time, you gotta keep in mind it's an exercise. Here's the next set of exercises that I want to do. Drawing ellipses, or in layman's terms, circles. Another one of those art things that seem really basic and really simple, but aren't actually so basic or simple. It's easier, it looks easier than it actually is to do. It takes practice. And there's actually a method of doing ellipses. What you do is you make a grid kind of like this, what I'm making it in my upper left corner over here. Draw through it. Didn't do that again. Okay. What's happening here is I keep hitting the middle button on my stylus. It keeps selecting a color I don't want it to select, so it keeps changing the color of my shindig. But yeah, and the goal you want is to get your line marks to be around here somewhere. It's about a third of the way. So it's something like this. This is your ellipse straight on. And the ellipse can also be on an angle. Yes. So it's a good idea to practice drawing it flipping over. And practice going both ways. Yeah. Again, it's important for hand-eye coordination. Helps to keep you loose. Whee, that's fun. Oh man. I changed up my schedule. Right? Because I actually had doing tutorials scheduled for a different date and time, but when I had it scheduled for that different date and time, it's I just never got around to it, right? So I decided to change it back. If you want to do anything, get that stuff done, it's you have to make a schedule or something. You have to make a schedule. Schedule everything. And then categorize what's most important, prioritize stuff. You need a number one priority, something that you can spend the most amount of time on. And then everything else is secondary or tertiary. And you also have to factor in managing stuff like that. And when you're younger, you've got so much more free time on your hands. But it's as you get older, strapped down with more responsibilities, you become less and less able to go out and do other stuff. It's unfortunate. But I guess that's just the way things go. It's life. Yeah. Well, yeah. I suppose I should talk about another exercise. Yeah, I want to talk about a different type of exercise. I'm going to talk about... Oh wait, before I get to the boxes exercise, I want to show you what you can do, something else that you can do with your circles. Yeah, you can do them straight on, like this. What if you had to do something like this? That's fine, right? But what if you wanted to like take this thing, right, and draw it on the stand? There's like another way you can do it. I know like drawing things like circles seems like boring and mundane. Like, I don't want to learn how to draw a circle. I want to draw crazy, super duper action superheroes. That's what I want to draw. I want to draw stuff. But you know, like, everything in the universe is like made up of all these basic shapes, right? Like, and all these basic shapes are made up of like what? Like lines and boxes and circles. So if you want to like draw anything or draw a basic shape or like draw anything, you gotta be able to like draw all these basic shapes if you want to be able to draw anything. You gotta be able to draw like nice lines and nice boxes and like because chances are you're gonna be like you're gonna need things like this or some kind of comprehension of how to do things like this in order to like draw other things properly. It's like, important. What the hell am I drawing right now? I don't even know what I'm drawing right now. I'm just moving around, just doing my crap. Terrible. Pop can. Yeah, it's a pop can, it's a cylinder, and it's got circles. Circles are important. Lots of things have circles. Learn how to draw circles properly so you can draw other stuff with circles. But yeah, not building things using like basic shapes isn't really what I wanted to like cover here. I just wanted to like talk about like the exercises. So I guess I should like just stick to that and go back to that. What else? Boxes. When I'm practicing my boxes, when I'm doing like the drawing exercises for boxes, I like to